Okay, so happy Monday, ladies. I wanted to start with reading from one of my very favorite books. It's called Do Your Own Thing, and I actually had the opportunity on Friday to take a live yoga practice, streaming live, with the author. Her name is Rebecca Pacheco, and it was a lot of fun. So it just reminded me of her book, and I just started looking through it again over the weekend. And one of my favorite, she calls it a prayer that she wrote, and I wanted to share it with you. So get yourself into a comfortable, easy pose, and if you want to close your eyes, or if you don't want to close your eyes, if you want to take your focus to just one thing. It could be the tip of your nose, it could be a spot on the floor or something that you see out in front of you, but just allow yourself to focus on my words and your breath, of course. She calls this radiant prayer. The supreme prayer of my heart is not to be rich, famous, powerful, or too good, but to be radiant. I desire to radiate health, calm courage, cheerfulness, and goodwill. I wish to live without hate, whim, jealousy, envy, or fear. I wish to be simple, honest, frank, natural, clean in mind, and clean in body, unaffected, ready to say I do not know, if so it be, to meet all men and women on an absolute equality, and to face any obstacle and meet every difficulty unabashed and unafraid. I wish others to live their lives too, up to their fullest and best. And to that end, I pray that I may never meddle, interfere, dictate, give advice that is not wanted, or assist when my services are not needed. If I can help people, I will do it by giving them a chance to help themselves. And if I can uplift or inspire, let it be by example rather than by injunction and dictation. That is to say, I desire to be radiant, to radiate life. So how is it that you define radiance in your life? Take a breath in through your nose and exhale out. Allow your breath to slow so that it's unhurried. And notice that when your breath is unhurried, so is the rest of you. Let's just start with some neck stretches. So take a look over to the right. And then drop your chin towards that shoulder. Lift your chin back up. And come back to the center. Take it over to the left. And drop your chin. Lift your chin, come back to the center. Drop your chin down towards your chest, feel the back of your neck stretch. Listen for your breath here. Exhale it out. Start up that Ujjayi breathing. When your chin is stuck like this, sometimes it's even louder and easier to notice that restriction in the back of your throat. Come back up through the center. We'll take some side body stretches. So take your right arm out towards the right. Oftentimes we come down to our forearms. You can do that, or I might suggest today, slide your right arm away from you. Take your left arm overhead. And just take it to the point where you feel a good stretch, but you're not lifting that left hip too much, because then you lose part of the stretch that's there for you. And find a comfortable place for your neck. It might be looking underneath your armpit, or it could be just kind of looking straight in front of you. And come through the center, and let's switch sides. So slide left arm out. I got a little Peter Brady going on with my voice this morning. I think I'm going through puberty again. Or like premenopause, sadly. I don't think it affects your voice though. Just everything else. Come back to the center. Bring your hands to heart center. Clasp your fingers together and then send your palms away like towards me. Reach your palms up towards the ceiling. And then bring your arms down to your side. Let's come into tabletop. Here in tabletop, take your, just make sure that your knees really truly are right underneath your hip. Maybe even slightly wider. Let's do just slightly wider today. So take a breath in through your nose and exhale out. Take another breath in. Press back into child's pose just for the exhale. Walk your arms forward. Come back up to tabletop. Breathe in and breathe out. Now on your inhale, walk your hands towards your knees. Come up to kneeling and then reach your arms up all on one inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your arms over to the right. Another side body stretch. Come back through the center, in, over to the left, out. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale it out. Inhale for tabletop. Exhale for child's pose. Inhale for tabletop. Stay as you exhale. Inhale, walk your hands towards your thighs, rise all the way up for kneeling, and then reach over to the right as you exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to child's pose. Now just come back up to tabletop. Breathe in. Come to your forearms. Breathe out. Come into a forearm plank. Breathe in as you straighten out your legs. And breathe out. Hold it right here. Draw your belly in towards your spine so your core is active. Your abdominals are engaged. Press through your heels. And now rock forward onto your toes. Come back to the center. As we breathe in, rock forward. And then as we breathe out, press through our heels. We'll do a few more of those. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back through your heels. Breathe in forward. Out through your heels. Two more on your own with your breath. After your second one, come back right to the center, to that forearm plank, and then lower your hips down for Sphinx pose. Press your palms down so that they're pressing into the floor. Come back up to that forearm plank. Come into a high plank. And let's give this a try. I meant to do this in tabletop, but let's try it. Rotate your wrists so that your fingers are facing the opposite direction. If this is too much, then bring your knees down. And if you haven't already, go ahead and bring your knees down because I want to rock a little bit. So this is giving your wrists a nice stretch, but don't go too far. So just kind of take it slow. This is a nice way to get the wrists ready for some chaturanga. So you can kind of just come forward and back, distributing the weight on your wrist. You'll feel it a lot in your forearms. Good, and then rotate your palms facing forward, or your fingers facing forward, and then just bring the top of your palm down to the floor. Just do one at a time. One at a time only. And then do the other one. Be gentle on that wrist. Good, and then come back to sit back on your heels and just roll your wrists around. Alrighty, downward facing dog. Bring your toes to touch and pedal out your dog. Take some deep bend in your knees, either one at a time or both at the same time. Come into stillness with straight knees. Lift your right leg up high, circle the ankle. Then step forward, low lunge. Step your left foot forward and fold at the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows. Hang here in your ragdoll. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out. Fold as deep as you can, but feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to here and add any other movement in your upper body. I like to do figure eights with my arms and shoulders. Release your hands to the floor. Come to a flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Step your left leg back. High plank. Cover your knees, so and take your feet, make sure your feet are kind of wide to set this up. Cover your knees off the mat, both of them, like an inch or two. Take your right hand, tap your left shoulder, and bring it back down and switch, left hand to right shoulder. Good. Now, lift your right foot off the mat, lift your left arm off the mat, same time. Good, and that left knee is still covering. Very nice. Switch sides. Left foot lifts, right arm lifts, right knee hovers. Yeah, it's wobbly. It's okay. Good job. Downward facing dog. Take your toes to touch. Lift your left leg up high. Circle your left ankle. Step forward, low lunge. This time, right foot comes forward. And take your arms behind you. Clasp your fingers behind you and lift them away from your low back. Take your fingers to the right as you look over towards the left. And come back through the center. Switch to the other side. Come back to the center. Release your arms down to the floor. Step your right leg back behind you. High plank. Take your feet wide. Bend both of your knees. Hover. Lift your right foot off the mat. Lift your left arm off the mat. Hold it here. Hold, hold, hold. We're staying here longer than we did on the other side. Good. Bring that hand and foot down. Switch sides. Left foot, right arm. Stay and breathe. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Pedal the knees out. Come up to your toes. Press back through your heels. Again, lift high Press back. Lift up high. This time bend your knees, look, travel to the top. Halfway, forward fold. Rise to stand, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, if you're stepping back, notice which leg you stepped back with. Upward facing dog, in. Downward facing dog, out. Take a breath. Let it go. To your toes, knees, jump. Halfway. Forward fold. Rise up. Fold down. Halfway lift. Step back with the other leg for chaturanga or jump back. Upward dog. Downward facing. Just a round of breath in and out. To your toes. Knees. Float. Halfway. And fold. Rise and shine. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Keep going through these sun A's. Breathe in. Breathe out. To your toes. Knees. Float. Halfway. And fold. Rise tall. Forward fold. Halfway. Chaturanga. Step back on the other side. Upward dog. Downward facing. Fill your lungs. Empty all the way. Lift up high. Bend and look forward. Float. Halfway. And fold. Rise tall. Forward fold. Halfway. Chaturanga. Upward. Down dog. Take your toes to touch. Lift your right leg up high. Circle your ankle. Bend your right knee. Open your hip. Keep circling the ankle. Circle in the other direction now. Now straighten your right leg. Close off your right hip. Lift your right leg even higher. Squeeze your right glute. Step forward, warrior one. Inhale as you come up. Stay for your exhale. Reach your arms up high. Press into your right heel. Now press into your left heel. Chaturanga. Take it down. Upward dog. Downward facing. Toes touch. Left leg high. Circle the ankle. Bend your left knee. Open your hip. Keep those circles. Take it in the other direction. And then close off the hip as you straighten your left leg, but you lift your left leg as high as you can. Step forward, warrior one. Press into both of your feet. Draw your right shoulder forward a bit more. Left shoulder back. Take a breath. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Right foot, warrior one. Rise. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward. Down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Chaturanga. So just one breath to one movement now. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Right side again, warrior one, just going up. Exhale, take it down. Upward facing. Down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Long inhale. Chaturanga. Long exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Breath in. Breath out. Back to right side, warrior one. lift. Warrior two, open. Flip your front palm. Bring your drishti to the center of your palm and stay right here. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Keep your drishti though on your top palm, so that same place. But now you're kind of looking up and back. Good. Now bend into your right knee a little bit more. Keep breathing though. Breathing into your whole right side body. Take one more breath. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Left foot forward, warrior one. Open to two. Try and slide your shoulders in towards your spine, like as if they were hugging, those muscles are hugging right around your spine. The muscles around your shoulder blades. Flip your front palm. Eyes to the center of your palm. Keep your eyes there. Reverse your warrior. Stay here and breathe. And again, bending into the front leg. So you've got your drishti, you've got your strong legs, and you've got your breath. Take one more big inhale. Chaturanga, big exhale. Upward dog. Downward facing. Lift your right leg up. Warrior one. Exhale to two. Reverse your warrior. Find your drishti. Chaturanga. Flow through. Upward. And downward. Left side, here we go. Warrior one. And two. Reverse with the drishti. Chaturanga. Upward. And downward. One more time, ladies. Right side. One. And two. Flip. Drishti. Reverse. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side on the inhale. Two. Flip. Drishti. Reverse. Chaturanga. Upward. Downward dog. Good job. Pedal your knees. Maybe drop your hips from one side to the other. Come up to your toes. Bend into your knees. Hop to your hands. Power chair. Chair pose. So here in your chair pose, make sure that your legs are really strong. Press into your heels. Your knees can touch or not. I prefer not to have my knees touch, but because I don't have them touching, I have to be really cognizant of squeezing my inner thighs as if I had a block or something here. Sometimes I even like to take a fist right in between my knees or slightly up higher and squeeze right there. Go ahead and try that. I'm shaking when I do that. Take a big breath in and a big exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Come back to the center for chair. Take it to the left for your twist. Come back to the center for chair. And forward fold. Good. Drop your head. Shake things out. And come to halfway lift. Forward fold. Step your left leg back behind you. Come into kneeling crescent. So bring that left knee down. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then tuck your back toes under. Take a look at mine if you're not sure what I mean by that. So as opposed to having the top of your foot down, I want you to tuck your toes under. Engage through your core. Rise up for crescent lunge. Take an upright twist to the right. Look back at your right thumb. Awkward reverse, reach it way back. Come back to that upright twist. From here, come into a low lunge with your easy twist. So left hand down, right arm up. Warrior two, come up and around. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog. Downward facing. Lift your right leg up high. Step forward, low lunge. Airplane. Reach your arms back behind you. Lift your heart and chest and your eyes. You should be looking at least straight forward, if not up a little bit more. Keep your arms back where they are, so pinkies towards each other. Come into chair pose, arms still back behind you. Moving into drinking bird, so come up on your, lift your heels, come up high on your toes. Yes. Chair pose, heels down, arms up, hands to heart center. So let your inhale prepare you for the twist, and let your exhale take you to the right. I had an instructor over the weekend say that, and it really resonated with me that when we are going into a twist, any twist, standing, seated, even supine when you're laying on your back, the inhale is really the preparation for the twist. And then as you guys know, the exhale is where you take your twist. Come back to the center, back to chair, and drinking birds. Bring the arms back. Get a little bit higher. Like, could you slide, if your yoga mat was rolled up, could you slide it underneath your heels? Squeeze your thighs. Maybe even bring that fist right there between your knees or a little bit higher. Yes. Back to chair pose. Hands to heart center. Prepare and twist. Something about the word prepare, I don't know, I think it's probably me just because I'm a planner by nature. So it just makes me feel at home. Makes me feel ready to take my twist. And I think about that inhalation as a preparation. And forward fold. Step your right leg back behind you. Take your right knee down, kneeling crescent. Reach your arms up. Tuck your right toes under. Slowly rise up to crescent. Take your upright twist. Look back at your left thumb. Awkward reverse. Reach back as much as you can. Back to upright twist. Take a breath in and a breath out. Come into your low lunge with your easy twist. Just set those right fingers right to the inside of your left foot. Rise up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Lift your left leg up. Step forward, low lunge. Airplane. Reach your arms back. Fire up those triceps. Turn them on. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drinking bird. Go right there. Lift your arms a little higher behind you. Rise all the way up, but stay on your toes. Stay on your tippy toes. Good, so mountain pose, but you're up high. Bring your feet to the floor, arms to your sides, with your palms facing forward, Samasahiti. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale out. Step your left foot back behind you, left leg back. Bring your knee down, kneeling crescent. Crescent lunge. Upright twist to the right. Awkward reverse. Low lunge, easy twist. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Take your right arm down. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Extended side, breathe out. One more flowing one, so reverse. Extended side. Now find your variation of extended side, whatever you want to do right now. And I will make a suggestion in a moment, but just take what's kind of working for you here. Take your right arm forward with your right palm up. Take your left arm overhead, palm down. Reach both sets of fingers over the front of your mat. Rise up for star pose. Then come into malasana or squat. Good. Use your, and you'll probably have to bring your heels in a little bit closer, unless you have really open hips. Very nice. Rise back up for star. Come back down for malasana. Inhale, star. Exhale, malasana. 3 more of those on your own. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back up to warrior two, facing the front of your mat. Reverse your warrior, big inhale. Side plank with your left arm down, right arm up. Lift your right leg. And then you might need to take a look at me, but listen for me first, so you don't have to come out of this, but see what you can do with my cues. So you're gonna bend your top knee and bring it to the floor in front of you. So it's like the reverse of a wild thing. You're gonna set that right foot down so your right knee is pointing up, and then you're gonna drop your hips down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop your hips. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Couple more. three-legged dog, right leg lifts up high. Step forward, airplane. Figure four. Take that left ankle to your right knee or thigh. Get really deep. Rise all the way up and release your foot, mountain pose, but bring your hands to heart center now. Take a breath in and a breath out. Step your right foot back, bring your right knee all the way down, kneeling crescent. Crescent on the inhale, upright twist on the exhale. Awkward reverse, breathe in. Back to upright twist, breathe out. Easy twist, bring the right arm down. Warrior two, up and around. Reverse your warrior in. Side plank, this time right arm down, left arm goes up. Lift your left leg, bend your knee, step your left foot in front of you, left knee pointing up. Drop your right hip down, really both hips, but right hip will hit first. Hand up, lower and lift. Keep going, lowering and lifting. Make sure when you lift, you really do come up to your highest point. Take one more, and then three-legged dog. Step your left foot forward, airplane. Marvin chest lift. Figure four. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back all the way up. Bring your right foot down. Step your right foot back behind you, warrior two. Reverse your warrior in. Extended side angle, out. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle, out. One more time, reverse. Extended side angle. Now is your time to stay and feel what's going on. So really notice a body part here. It could be just your right hip or just your sacral area. Reach your bottom arm toward the front of your mat, palm up, and then top arm overhead, palm down. Stretch through your side body, reach your fingertips. Come up to warrior two. Take goddess pose. Really just need to draw that right heel in. Take a twist to the right, and then back to center. Take it to the left, and back to center. Take a side body stretch to the right, so your left arm overhead, and back to center. Side body stretch to the left, and back to center. Let's do the twist again, to the right, center, left, center. One more set of side stretches over to the right and center, over to the left and center. Stay here in your goddess pose. Keep your core tight. Take 3 more breaths. Feel all of your energy around your spine, wrapping around your spine, swirling up your spine. And then use that energy to rise to star pose. Take your arms out to a T, a little bit of a back bend. Prasarita. Drop your head here. And if you would like to go up into a handstand, go ahead, or a headstand, or a tripod. All right, if you are up, bring your feet back down. Not hurried though, just like our breath, not hurried. Nice and easy. Straighten out your elbows and then come to a flat back. So you still have your wide legs and your arms are at, well, let's say right now they're at 3 and 9 o'clock. So if you're looking straight down, you're looking at 12 o'clock. So now take your arms to 6 and 12. Reaching your arms away from each other. Come back to 3 and 9. Now take them to 6 and 12 the other way. And come back to 3 and 9. Bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. So your right foot is leading, coming into pyramid pose. You'll have to step your back foot in a bit. And I'm even going to take my back foot out a little wider as well, so I feel a little more stable. This is pyramid pose. Both knees are straight. You're folding over your right leg. And now take your right arm up, revolved pyramid. Take that right arm down, fold back over your right thigh, your right shin, or maybe your right knee. And come into revolved half moon. Left hand stays down, back leg lifts, right arm is up. You're still at the back of your mat. For a little more, if you'd like to bend your back knee, catch your foot. There is a bind there for you. Maybe you get a little lighter too in your left fingertips, or you can take that left hand somewhere else. So play around with that a little bit. You can take that left hand to somewhere on your right leg or out in front of you. Just get curious here. If you're binding, release your bind. Step back into pyramid pose. Hold nice and deep. And then walk your hands back towards Prasarita and then all the way to the front. So now you're in pyramid with your left foot leading. You're facing the front of your mat. Fold over your left shin or knee or thigh. Take a breath. And empty. Think about drawing your left hip back a little bit more. Take your left arm up, revolve pyramid. Keep drawing the left hip back though. Notice what happens there when our arms lift. Sometimes our hips want to go back to where they started, but try and keep drawing them back. Back to pyramid, just fold nice and deep. Revolved half moon. Chair pose. Bring that right foot down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Okay, so press your weight into your left foot, and you're gonna lift your right knee in towards your chest. If you're able to grab your great toe, your big toe on your right foot, go ahead and grab it, maybe circle that toe with your peace fingers, and take your left hand to your hip. Straighten out that right leg in front of you, and then maybe open it up to the side. That right leg out to the side. Your left arm could stay at your hip, or you can take it out towards the left. Just keep opening the right hip. You got it. Keep your right leg lifted, but let go of your toe. Yes, keep your right leg lifted, but let go of your toe. Very nice. Start to lower your right leg, but bring it behind you. Listen here, you'll bring that right leg behind you, bend your knees, and come to a seat. Does that make sense? So your right knee will be below, and your left knee will be on top. And then you're gonna straighten out your right leg. So your right heel is pressing into the floor, and your left knee is pointing up. We'll take a seated twist. Right arm up, elbow to the outside of your left knee. Go ahead and take a look over your left shoulder. That transition will be smoother on the other side, don't worry. Now that you know what you're doing. Okay, so come back to the center. Go ahead and straighten out the left leg. Take your right hand to the outside of that left foot. Straighten your leg. And we're gonna twist again in the same direction we were just twisting. So towards the left. You're gonna look over your left shoulder again, towards your left thumb. Keep a hold of that left leg. Lean back a little bit. Yeah, lean back, lean back, lean back. So now your right leg lifts. Yes, good. Now I want you to keep your legs the way they are. Let go of your left leg. Both arms are reaching out towards the left. Yes, if it helps to point your toes, go ahead. Now take both arms over to the right and to the left as if you're holding a big beach ball. You got it. Both legs are lifted. Nice. Keep going. Arms are strong. Legs are strong. We got it. Boat pose. Come to the center, balancing on your tailbone. Both knees are bent, just to kind of set yourself up. Good. And now straighten out your knees to the best of your ability. If you're not able to, that's perfectly fine. You can even bring your heels down. Lengthen through your spine now. Get as tall as you can. Just hold it and breathe. If your legs are lifted, drop just your right heel down, just to tap it. Lift it. Left heel taps and lifts. Keep going like little marches, right? So we're in our boat and we're marching, just tapping, drawing the belly in towards the spine for 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Cross your ankles, come into easy seat, and just walk your arms forward, taking a nice round spine here, tuck your chin. And actually, let's come into Sphinx pose here. So come back to your forearms, slide your legs back behind you. Sphinx or steel, just to stretch through the hip flexors. All righty, lower your belly down, press up to a high plank. Step your right foot forward and your left foot forward. Rise up, mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Shifting your weight now into your right foot. You're going to lift your left knee. Go ahead and grab a hold of the front of that left knee or left shin. Get your balance. And then with your peace fingers of the left hand, grab your left great toe. Take your right hand to your hip. When you're ready, open up. Keep that left hip open. Keep the left leg lifted and open. Just let go. Let go, but keep it up. Step that left leg back behind you. Left knee comes to the floor first. Have a seat. This time your right knee is on top. Straighten out the left leg. Pressing your left heel into the floor. Let's take our seated twist. Left arm up, twist to the right. Come back to the center. Lift that right leg. Grab the outside of your right foot and sit up a little bit taller. Sometimes we start to get that C curve. So get up high and take your twist again to the right. Now start to lean back a little bit so that your left heel lifts. Let go of your right outer foot. Both arms are reaching out to the right. Hold on to that invisible beach ball. Good, now take your arms overhead and over to the left. You got it. I'm pointing my toes. You might want to flex, whatever it is that helps you stay nice, strong, grounded. Keep going. Our arms are really strong here. We don't need weights to activate those muscles. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Very nice. Go ahead and straighten out your legs in front of you. Take Paschimottanasana. Come all the way down to your back. And we will take a bridge or a wheel as a really nice counter pose to what we were just doing there. So lift your hips up. Interlace your fingers underneath your hips. And just allow your hip flexors to open. If you prefer to go up into a wheel, please do. And then very slowly lower your hips down. So we took a standing figure 4. Let's do a figure 4 on our backs with our left ankle to the right knee. And draw that right inner thigh in towards you. Your knee can be straight or bent. It's really up to you. Keeping the legs just how they are in this figure 4. Drop your legs over to the right for a supine twist. With your figure 4 legs, you can grab your ankle that's right there for you with your right hand. Press your left knee and hip away. Very nice. Come back to the center. First, just draw your knees in nice and tight. And move to the other side. Left ankle, right thigh. Maybe you're able to come back to your breath here now that we've slowed down. Some of the poses got a little tricky, so Our minds have to work maybe a little bit to keep up and to remember. So now just let your mind be as still as it can. Move into your supine twist. Let your breath guide you there. Sending that breath all over your body. Into your hips and in your legs. Come back through the center. Draw your knees in nice and tight. They can be wide or close together, whichever works for you. Circle your ankles around one last time. Straighten out both of your knees so your legs are nice and long, about as wide as the mat. Arms are open. Relax them down to your mat or whatever surface is beneath you. Close your eyes. Relax your entire body, head to toe, face, jaw, cheeks, shoulders. Time for Shavasana. Begin to circle your ankles. And do the same with your wrists. Deepen your breath. Gently pull your knees in, nice and tight towards your chest. Feel your whole spine pressing down into the mat. And then roll onto your side. Feel your side body pressing into the floor. Rise up to a seat. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. And what is it that radiance means to you? Is it leading by example? Is it leading or living without jealousy or envy or fear? How will you live a radiant day? Draw your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center. The divine light and love that radiates from me sees and honors the divine light and love that radiates from each of you. So as we bow forward, let's bid each other namaste. And meet you all, come back to you. All right. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
For fun going on today? Please say yes. No. Oh, well, it's good to see you. And then I will be here. Oh, Kathy, I didn't see you hopped on. How are you, hon?
Hi, Kathy.
Yay. Fun to see each other. Are you guys all in the gallery view so you can see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, tomorrow, 9:30, if you can join me. Happy to see you then. I'll send out an invite later today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Cam.
Bye, girls.